Hello, this is your professor, Dr. Eric Mortensen, and I want to talk to you a bit about transitions. So, transitions basically are a way of helping the reader see the relationship between your ideas, either between sentences in the paragraph or, most importantly, perhaps, between paragraphs. So, basically, this idea, trying to kind of develop a certain flow to your writing. Um, if you don't have these kinds of transitions, it might appear choppy or awkward, or the reader doesn't really follow you. Remember, your paper should be set up so that ideally your reader doesn't really have any much to do except read it, think about your ideas, and kind of decide whether they're going to agree or not. They should basically be led from paragraph to paragraph and from idea to idea in such a way that there's not, they shouldn't have to try to figure out what it is you're saying. That should be clear to them. So transitions really help with that. So transitions can take the form of words, phrases, or sentences, and they're most effective when they occur between sentences or between paragraphs. I'll give you some ideas. Um, so here are some different kinds of relationships between ideas. Some keywords you can use to kind of show what you're thinking. Furthermore, moreover, besides, in addition, these are kind of when you're adding something, right? You want to kind of make another point or add to that point. When you're contradicting something that's been said, you can use words like rather, conversely, nevertheless, or however. And a consequence to show some kind of causality is something like subsequently, therefore, consequently. These kinds of words. Now, you shouldn't use these in every sentence. You don't need them in every sense, but when you're trying to make a kind of a key move or a shift, or if if you've introduced an idea and you want to kind of show how that doesn't make sense, then you're gonna have to kind of alert the reader to, hey, okay, now we're going to talk. Now I'm going to show you that this isn't what I agree with. That there's problems in this argument. So oftentimes it's helpful to kind of have a word or a phrase that lets the reader know what direction you're going. So these transitions, they show where you're headed, emphasis, the exceptions, illustrations, these kinds of things, so that the reader knows exactly what you're thinking and what you're arguing. So the main thing here is to try to put yourself on the reader's shoes. When the reader's reading this paper, they don't know you, they don't really know the topic perhaps, and they're trying to kind of, figure out what it is you're arguing. So your job is to make it as easy as possible for them. Your organization helps with that, but also these transitions are an important way of kind of bolstering that kind of flow you're trying to develop in your papers. And so the reader can kind of easily see the connections, why the connections are there. Now, they might not agree with them, but at least they should be able to kind of follow the logic. And one way of doing this would be have someone else read your paper. If they're having problems in particular sections, then chances are you need to work on your transitions. You need to sort of work to make it more understandable to your reader. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know, and good luck.